Okay then, so I got a tree out here that needs to go. This area has it has water that's supplied by a well that's up at the edge of the roadway up there a ways. And it runs in the ground down through here, and there's a couple of switches, water switches, down in the ground over here. That's what these things are. These little things right here. If you lift the covers of all those, you can see where you can stick something down in there to turn the switches. And somebody put this piece of concrete pole here to keep someone from driving in and running over these. Well, somebody drove in here anyway at some point, broke the pole off, and then this tree grew up. Now this tree is planted right over the water line, and as trees will do, it's putting down roots, and those roots are going to go down in there, and they're going to bother the water line. They're going to either grow around it and cause it to break or cause some other difficulty with it. So the tree's got to go. And what I'm going to do is there should be something here, because it'd be pretty easy to drive a car or a truck in here and come right over that spot on your way in. So what I'm going to do is first cut the tree down. I'm going to replace that concrete pole that used to be there with something very much like my mailbox over there. And it'll look nice, and I can set it here to kind of guard this spot. I might put a couple of them. I might put one, say, right about here, kind of in line with sort of the mailbox, and then maybe put another one on this side of it, because I could see somebody taking and making a driveway here or something. But anyway, the part I want to protect is this part right in here. So anyway, I'm going to figure that part out, but the first thing I got to do is just cut this tree down. So let's cut that tree down and get that part over with, and we can take it from there. Oh, the joy. I got a chainsaw, but I got a gas saw, but I loaned it to Bobby, and I don't have my 2-stroke gas mixed up for it anyway. And I got an electric chainsaw, but I don't want to drag the cord out here for it. This little saw here is a big enough. Take like a huge tree or anything. I want to get down nice and low, down to the ground. Start off by taking that little one down. I'll take this one down. There'll be a piece of pipe down in the ground. It's going up against. That's a big rock. Oh, that's the end of that. That's the other piece of that thing, that concrete thing that broke off there. Let's get down nice and low. Yeah, see, this is piece. There used to be a connector. I've got something wrote on it. That's interesting. I'll get that up out of the ground. We'll take a better look at it. But see, it's got this V on it. That may be the that is one. Yeah, I think so. But it does have some kind of marking on it. So so we got 2 of these things here. This is water. That one's water. So I'm guessing this might mean there's a like a splitter. It wouldn't surprise me if the water splits, goes under the road and heads up that way, and that's why you got 2 valves, one to go that way and one to go that way. And there's water meters like over here. See, up in here, is a water meter. There's two here. There's two pieces of property here, so there's a water meter right there. I shouldn't say meter because it's just a valve. There's no meter on it. But there's a lot of land here, another one here, and another one down there. So there'll be another meter. It's actually 3 lots between here and that house over there. They must not be very big. But, yeah, sure is. So I'm gonna leave that tree just laying there until I get something else up out here. I might go get a little pickaxe or a mattock or something and see if I can get these rocks up. This one I might be able to stand these up and then put something over them. Well, let's go see. Let's go back over to the house here and get us a pickaxe. Come out here and prize on that a little bit. See what comes of it. I got plenty to do here. I don't have any shortage of things to do. Sometimes I have to think about what's more important first. And I'm also judging by how the weather feels. If I feel all cold and chillish, it's not going to encourage me to want to do a lot outside. But I like being outside. I don't want to be a couch potato all the time. So I'd rather get up and get out and do a little something when I can. Even if I get cold, my ears get cold, I can go in and load some videos and warm up and then come back. Oh, the joy. Thing is, if you don't do something, you won't be able to do nothing. And it's important, very important to keep moving around, keep finding work to do. And I think I got enough projects around here to last me for a long time. Yeah, I do. Oh, the joy. Oh, the joy. Some are still stuck down in the ground. But they are. So, yeah. So I bet they have some of this cable inside of them, and they're anchored. Which is good in a way, because if I can get them to stand up, I could slide one of them white plastic pipes down over them in order to put something up here that's more substantial. Yeah, baby. See, this one had a bee on it too at one time. That may not mean anything. It may just be that someone might have made these up, cast them in something that looks like that. It looks like they had like one on each side of this to sort of try to protect it from whatever might come along and try to run over them. We will revise that right there as we go along. I would have my big boots on for this work too. That'd be little tennis shoes. Oh, the joy. So I'm not exactly sure of the direction I want to go in here. There's 3 of these covers, and I cut down a tree that was here. There's one growing up here between them, and these 2 stobs were down in the ground, and at some point somebody came in and ran over all that. I want it to be protected, not get ran over again. And I suppose first thing to do is just cut the trees back away from it. But I was also thinking maybe I ought to, and I'm not sure what to do about these. Maybe I could, if I could get these loose, because I'm pretty sure they had wire running through them, and that's probably why they're still stuck that way. Even if I could just lay these down, maybe, and I was thinking about throwing a piece of that plastic over this to keep weeds from growing up through it, and then putting gravel over that, and then maybe put up a little piece over here somewhere where if someone comes up through here, they're not so likely to cut in sharp and run over that. So I'm gonna have to think about this a little as we go. I might need a mattock, and who knows what else, but we'll get started. We'll mess with it a little bit, and just to see, maybe just dig it up a little bit for starters and see what it looks like after I mess around with it a little bit. So what I did was I just sort of wangled. These posts are still kind of attached, these concrete pillar post things, by wires that go down into the ground, and they're probably attached to pieces of the same post that got broke off when they got ran over. And I could get out here and try to figure out how to get down in there and cut those wires, but you know, I just got them where I could lay them down. I dug out around those 3 pipes and put this piece of material over them and a piece of tin. I'm going to take this leftover dirt and kind of fill in around the edges, and then I'm going to take this gravel, pour it right on top of all of that. If anybody ever wants to get in those pipes, they can rake the gravel back and pull the tin off and get right into them. In the meantime, hopefully that'll keep trees and stuff from growing up out of where those pipes were. So I'm just going to take my little shovel here and kind of fill in with the loose dirt around the edges, and then we'll reposition the dump trailer, and we'll just try, you know, I've never tried dumping it before, so we'll use it as a dump trailer and see how it works. But I'll do a little backfilling first. Really wasn't enough gravel to completely cover that, but it's a start. I'll get some more. Yeah, I will want to cover that up a goodly bit better. But let's just start for the moment. Oh, the joy. So let's see what else we can get into today. Big things are happening around here. Eric Poston's coming to see us in a few days. Well, in about a week almost, so. Yeah. So that's kind of a start. I need more gravel. I need more back there too. I may just order up some more, because I want to run some gravel on back to the back of the property back there, so that I can drive back there without getting stuck when it's rainy and muddy and all that. Coming by my mailbox is throwing up a cloud of mud on account of this is Georgia, and it rains and the mud gets soft, and she drives up to the mailbox every day, and after a while starts creating a little slicky spot like this, cheer. And then when she takes off, her tires spin and she splashes it on my mailbox. I thought that was a pretty mailbox. A lot prettier when it didn't have mud splashed on it. So the other day I put some gravel over here because I was going to cover up them little water pipes and try to protect them. I didn't quite have enough gravel to finish that. I'm gonna be getting me some more gravel later. I thought what I'd do is just steal some gravel off of here and put it over there in them tracks to deter the mud that's starting to get created over there. Decided I want to change how this is. I don't like the way I got it so far. I'm gonna do something different. So I'm gonna carefully remove this gravel. I'm gonna take it over there. By the way, somebody asked me the other day, why do I have all these welding gas bottle parts and I don't have no welding gas bottles? Well, the answer is pretty obvious to me. I don't have a wheelbarrow. Not a good one anyway. And even if I did, wheelbarrows, they kind of cattywampus. You know, you push one, it's only got one wheel, let it go, it'll fall over and all that. What's the point of having one? It don't work no better than that. So anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Y'all don't like it, y'all can complain. You probably know the process. If you don't, I'll reiterate the process. But you have to send me $100 with every complaint. So think on it, and if you really want to do that, let me know and I'll get Cutline's address for you. If he needs the money, I need somebody to handle my basic daily needs, like responding to people who got nothing better to do than complain in my videos. Is that clear? Is that clear as a bell? If not, get over it. Just get over it. See, I'm pushing this with one hand, right? Can't hardly push a wheelbarrow with one hand. Try it sometime. Try straddling a ditch and pushing a wheelbarrow with one hand sometime. See how it works out. Let me know. Make a video of it and let me know. I'd like to see that in action. I'll get some more gravel. I'll do some more work on that right there. Not today. Get me some. I have to get me some first. And what I'm going to do, I've got a piece of white plastic fence post material. I'm going to take 3 of these solar lights that I have over here. I'm going to put them on that pole so that when anyone comes up the road at night, these lights will come on. The reason I'm putting that marker there is because there's a pipe, water pipes underground. I don't want them to get run over. So that's mostly why I'm doing this. I bought these lights off Amazon. Really happy with them because they're very bright. But I had 2 of them that wound up not working. I kept them, played with them for a while. Occasionally they'd work a little bit, sometimes they wouldn't. And by the time I gave up on them, it was too late to send them back and return them. So I'm sort of stuck with them, but I kind of don't mind. I mean, they're really quite nice lights. And getting a solar security light with a, an automatic sensor and all that stuff in it that's good and bright, that's worth something. So yeah, so I'll mount these on that, and then I'll mount that on that stick I just put in the ground. Shouldn't need nothing more than some small screws, little small self-tapping kind of screws for that. That would do. I probably got something smaller, maybe around back. We'll see what I got. I like that, it looks good. Kind of reminds me of some sort of space age weapon. You know, like, you know, in the comic books, they always take something normal like a battle club and put glowing fluorescent lights on it to make it look space age or something like that. I might not have put that stick in the ground far enough. Maybe I should have kept my hammer out here, but we'll know in about a second. Oh, the joy. Let's see. That's fine. Just like that. Okay. That should do the trick. I might make me a little cap to go over that. I might get my trailer out here and shovel off. There's 3 pipe switches in the ground, and I might shovel some of that off and put it over by my mailbox where the mail lady comes through. Rake a little bit over this edge of that right there too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lovely day for fixing a few little chores. In a little bit I'm going to get some more lumber. I went to the place. I've been buying lumber off Marketplace because it's so expensive at lumber yards and big box stores. So I've been looking on Marketplace and buying it, and somebody's got some. There's my 2x8s over there from my porch, and somebody had some 4x4s pressure treated. So in a little bit I'm gonna run over to South Carolina and get those. Oh, the joy. As I was saying, as I was making that video, I did drive over to South Carolina to get them 4x4s. Let me tell you now, it's one of them moments where I wished I had Rusty Acres to back me up. I got over there, and first of all, the person who had them was a woman named Jill, according to the Marketplace. You know how you go on Facebook and you get these little ads. Woman named Jill got some 4x4 pressure treated. I'm wondering, I don't know why some woman's got 4x4 pressure treated, but I need some, so I just went on over there. Well, I got over there, and the house looked deserted, and the yard was full of junk. It looked like a crime scene. It looked like the kind of place someone would lure you to so that they could, I don't know, do foul and dangerous things to you. Well, I got over there, and nobody came to the door, and I was a little early, so I waited, and 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 finally I looked up, and this guy was in the yard. I don't know if he come out of the house or not, but he was in the yard throwing some metal in the back of an old truck. So I walked over to him. He said, you come about the lumber, didn't you? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, it's not here. It's over in another town. I said, well, why'd you have me come here? And he said, well, it's over at my dad's place. I meant to get it, but I forgot, or I didn't get around to it. So I thought about that, and I thought, okay, I come this far. So I went to the other place, which was another 10, 11, 15 miles away. I got over there. It looked worse than the first place. It looked like a cross between a drug house and a crime scene. And the guy that come to the door looked like he was a drug addict that was also a criminal. I mean, you know, it all fit. He didn't look too good, and I didn't feel too good about being there. And he said, yeah, it's around back. Well, I didn't see no lumber around back, but he started leading me down this path between old deserted cars up on blocks and chickens running around loose and various and sundry. I guess there wasn't any chickens, but I'd probably felt more comfortable about it if there were, because I ain't scared of chickens. But I was getting a little nervous about being in this place. Well, he goes this old shed, barn, garage thing, opened up these 2 big doors with a big old padlock on them. He unlocks the padlock. Inside there is a bunch of lumber, all willy-nilly. There's pieces of plywood on top of 4x4s with insulation piled on top of that. And he said, they're in here somewhere. And he said, oh yeah, there's some. Wait, if you crawl down under there, you can unload them. And I said, I'm sitting there thinking he's leaning on the door, one with a padlock on it. And I'm thinking about all the crime movies I've seen where somebody walks in a building and they lock them in there and then they make them not drink or eat nothing, and they do foul things to them and such as that. And I'm thinking, I'm driving a pretty nice vehicle. I'm in Honey Baby's car, you know, and my wallet's out there in the car, and it's got money in it. And so I just looked at him and said, I don't think I'm interested. And I walked away, and I left. So I didn't get me no farther for it, but I didn't get involved in a dangerous situation. Well, I did get involved in a dangerous situation, I think, but I got away. I escaped. I escaped with my life. And I'm here to tell about it. So that's the end of this story. And I'm going to stop talking right there and see if I can get enough internet to load this video. I hope y'all have a nice day, and if you're not, get over it. Just get over it. Just, if I can risk my life and limb to go out and try to get a little lumber to make y'all a video, y'all can just get over it, right? Right. Okay. Bye now. Love y'all.